I'm gonna leave it locked, and I'm gonna send out. I think all of our DPS slots are filled, so I'm gonna leave it locked, and I'm gonna send out public. See if we can't get any healers. Let's not put that post discussion. Well, at least we got healers in every party, which is so grateful. Now time to get people in.
Nice.
What'd you get? Were you gonna say something? Hot damn, that's a full blind. That's what I liked.
Yay!
I'm your co-tank, so feel free to order me around because I've never tanked this.
You're basically going to be a DPS that uses Aether Shield when killed.
Copy that.
That's basically what a tank is. We have you along so that you can cast Lost Sacrifice when healers die, or so that so that you can use Aether Shield during the final few bosses to help our healers keep up with healing. Other than that, you're a DPS.
We want the essence of Indomitable, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Okay, is anyone planning to Flare Star? I see 3 Black Mages. I only want 1 Flare Star. So is anyone planning to Flare Star?
Sure, I can go. I'm Logan.
Okay. Logan will be the Flare Star. Talk to your healers. Make sure you've sorted out between the healers in your party who is bringing Steel Sting and Spellforge. That's yellow and purple. We only need 1 person to bring each. So make sure you discuss that out. Just to confirm, Tadanail and is Rend 1 and Knackle will be Rend 2. Okay. Elu is saying he wants to duel. Is anyone new to dueling who is does anyone wish to try and prog the duel? Like, you're prepared to duel but have not succeeded at doing it before. Please tell me if anyone wishes to try to duel. It is something that you needed to have studied beforehand. If that is fine. Okay, then Elu can duel. Missing anything? I don't think so. So, please make sure you have checked your cache. Make sure that you have everything you need. This is your last chance. Make sure that you have the pure essence required for your job. And make sure that you have enough resistance re-razor. This is going to be a ready check to make sure that you guys have checked your cache. Please check your cache. Say yes if you have made sure that you have your pure essence. These are essences of the Indomitable for tanks, Divine for healers, Duelist for melee, Fiend Hunter for Fizz ranged, and Elder for caster. Please make sure that you have those along with resistance re-razors. If you do, press ready. Don't just hit yes. Double check your cache and then hit yes after you've made sure. We're gonna be hitting commence at 8 p.m., which is in 8 minutes on the dot. People will have time to. You have time to go grab your. You have time to go grab it if you are lacking them. If you need anything, some people usually are willing to hand things out. Fortunately, I haven't been in Boja in so I've run low on mine. Yes, hopefully we do not have ready check prog in prog. I have long since fixed my habit of doing host prog, where I need to press myself, because we were at 47 out of 48. I was that one person, and I'm like, why aren't we entering when I was the one person looking at the commence button? That was a great day. I don't know if we have weeded out Slexia. Slexia is a great person. But, you know, you gotta zone in.
How many times did that actually happen?
He has done it on my run on at least 3 different occasions.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought it was like he did it once and now like no one will let him live it down, but it was.
Well, we're never gonna let him live it down, but he has done it more than once to me. I think mostly as a meme, but I don't care. It's kind of funny. It's at least not to the point where we don't zone in on the first time. He always hits commence on like the 40-second mark, but like, you know, it's never the issue of like trying 4 times to zone. Nothing's wrong with Slexi. He is a wonderful community member. You just might want to be wary of him when he comes and tries to resurrect you in his tights that are the same color as his skin tone. because you won't know where to look.
I feel like he kind of retired from DRS. I haven't seen him around at least.
I think he's been on vacation or something.
Oh, okay.
No, he was in leader's chat just earlier today, so he's still around. I mean, during this 5 minutes, I'll try and eat another one of my burritos. That's the real secret of why we're waiting 5 minutes, so I can eat. It's a burrito that I made myself. It's literally just chicken. It's a chicken wrap, basically. It's like chicken and barbecue on a skillet, so it kind of like seeps in. Then I put mozzarella cheese on it, microwave dip, and that's what I. I live a very caveman life. Green is not for me. I wish I had a reason to eat out. Unfortunately, I don't know anybody, and I feel like I would be even more depressed if I just went out and ate by myself at a table at a restaurant. At least when I'm eating here in front of you guys, it's at least something of a family experience. You guys are all here, even if I'm sitting alone in my room. Look, I wish I could eat out this morning as well, but... See, it's not that I don't deserve to treat myself. Like, I have steaks and stuff that I make for myself, but... I feel like I enjoy the aspect of social eating more than taste of the food itself. And so, at least when I'm doing here and talking while eating, doesn't, you know, it's more enjoyable. You don't want me to put on my cam. One, I don't have one, and two, if I did, you'd just see my naked upper body and like slightly unkempt hair because it's a weekend, and so I haven't bothered to do anything with that. So, you know, I'm not doing my great. And if by chance I stood up, you know, you just see underwear. Pretty sure that breaks some kind of terms of service. Okay, this is going to be a ready check to make sure that you are ready. If you are ready to zone in, press yes. Tab back in and press yes if you're ready to zone in. The ready check is out. Also, don't be me. Don't forget to put on your haste gear if you have it. And click commence. 31 out of 48. 40 out of 48. 8 people missing. 41 out of 48. 43 out of 48. 44 out of 48. Missing 4 people. Please press commence. 46 out of 48. Two people, 1 person left. 47 out of 48. One person, please tab back in and press commence. Perfect. This is where you are going to pop your preload. Your preload is everything that doesn't count against your holster. This means you can slot in 2 duty actions in duty action slots 1 and 2. You can pop your Pure Essence. It will last the entire instance. And you can pop a Re-Razor. It too will last the entire instance. These 4 items are the basics of everything that does not count against your holster weight. Then, once you have popped those, you can go down to the cache, grab your lost actions that will actually be your holster. Make sure you hit confirm, then go to your waymark. Or go to the waymark that says what party you were in.
Should I grab another Indom? Does that go away if I die?
Nope. Pure Essences do not disappear if you die.
What do you recommend I fill now that that's out of my holster? Just another Re-Razors, I guess?
You are going to need, so in the loadout, yeah, you can fill up your holster with Re-Razors. You're going to need 2 Lost Aether Shields. You're going to need some DPS replacement, so whatever you're using for your DPS pump.
Because again, I'm your co-tank, what would you recommend me for skills? Like,
You can take Blood Rush, Fawn of Power, or Banner of Honored Sacrifice.
let's see.
Blood Rush requires a bit of expertise to use. It's not just a push button to do damage to get the max effect. It is a slightly dynamic action. So if you just want the easy things, it would be Fawn of Power and Banner of Honored Sacrifice.
Okay. Let's see. Do those fall off as well? Should I throw an extra in there?
They don't fall off, but as you use them, they have charges.
Oh, okay.
So they will be needed to be replaced after a time.
Fawn of Power, and what was the other one? I'm sorry.
Banner of Honored Sacrifice, it's a red banner action.
Oh, honors. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Once everyone in your party has stepped away from the lost, get a ready check. from your party. You have made sure that everyone has a Pure Essence and Re-Racer. Pure Essences are Indomitable, Divine, Duelist, Fiend Hunter, and Elder. Double check your Lost Finds holster. Make sure that you have what you expect. It's easy to walk away from the cache without hitting confirm. Make sure you have what you expect to have. Elu should be the first sweep because he's dueling, and I always bring Percept for the second sweep. If someone else wants to bring Percept for the second sweep, saves me an action, but it costs them an action. I have it right now if you want to mimic. I always blood rush Bop. Too addicted to not do it. So if you wanted to mimic me right now, you could save your actions, but you probably already popped them. Echo, Charlie, Bravo, Alpha are all ready. We are just waiting on Delta and Foxtrot to be ready. I forgot to ask, do we have a Golem side lead? Is someone on Golem side willing to lead? I always forget to check this. Delta and Foxtrot are ready. Okay, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie down to the left. DEF down to the right. If you're in Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, you are in Golem side. You can drop down one voice call where someone, maybe Izumi, maybe someone else, maybe you can bully Elu into doing it. They will lead you through Golem. Everyone else, stay up here, and I will lead you through Slime. Okay. Can I have, well, I guess I should say, if you can still hear me and you are on Golem side, that is, if you can still hear me and you are in parties D, E, or F, you are probably missing part of explanation. You want to drop down one voice call. If you're on Slime side, congratulations, you have made it successfully to Slime side. Can I have one tank, one healer, one DPS on A, B, C, D? One tank, one healer, one DPS, A, B, C, D. Everyone else, split yourselves evenly between 1 and 2. Okay, can I have healer or tanks ABCD jump please? Tank. Healers ABCD jump please. DPS ABCD jump please. Okay, everyone else should be on 1 or 2. Evenly. Can 2 split just for a second? Check how many people. You're 2 spread out just a little bit. Okay. That's 5 people. Okay. Okay. This is Slime Side. Slime Side is all about aggro management and doing things carefully. Don't rush. Do things carefully, do things methodically, and no mistakes will happen. Everyone needs to keep an eye out, as if things go wrong south, and we go south very quickly, and we have a very short period of time to fix them when it happens. The way Slimes is going to work is tanks. You can turn on your tank stance now. Tanks on ABCD. Well, ABCD, you guys are in your room. Where you're standing now is going to be where you are roughly going to be in the next area. A goes northwest, B goes northeast, C goes southeast, D goes southwest. That is going to be the room that you guys are going to be in the next area. Do you know if the DC is still in the voice call? We still have 24 out of 24. I'm going to assume that we have people still in the voice call. Okay. So, once again, ABCD, you guys are going into the rooms. The room's going to be relative to where you're standing right now. A northwest, B northeast, C southeast, D southwest. Tanks, when you get to your room, you're going to pop invuln before entering, and then you're going to go over the green pad and touch the wall. There may be a trap in your room, and your invuln will keep you safe. After that, healers, make sure your tanks don't die, and tanks, put yourselves on the back of the green pad. There, you're going to wait. Healers, make sure your tanks don't die. They have popped invuln. This doesn't make them invulnerable, it only makes them invulnerable temporarily, after which they are fully able to succumb to the mortal clutches of death. So make sure it doesn't happen, heal them up, don't let them die, and then go to your doorway and use a single target attack. This is your glare or glare equivalent. Don't dot it, use your glare or glare equivalent to pull a green slime from the center of the arena. Don't walk too far out in the hallway, you can pull it from your doorway. This will pull a green slime to you, and you're going to pull it just inside your room. Don't pull it to your tank. Your tank will decide when he or she is ready to take it from you. Instead, just pull it just inside the room so it's not in the middle of the hallway. Then, tanks, you're going to use your ranged enmity attack. This is going to be your tomahawk, your shield lob, your lightning shot, or unmend. You're going to attack the slime with it and pull it to you. You're going to make sure this green slime is on the green pad. Colors match, you're doing good. Green slime, green pad, everything's green. Healers, you're going to then go and grab another slime. Just the same. And tanks, you're going to pull it onto you. Just the same. When 2 slimes have aggro, and they are near each other, they will fuse. This is an interruptible cast bar, but you don't want to interrupt this one. You want these slimes to fuse. You want them to fuse on the green pad. When 2 slimes fuse, they get a damage up and a health up. We want green slimes to fuse on the green pad. When they fuse, the buffs they get will be in under their nameplate, and they will have a number next to them. The number is going to be a +1 for this first fusion. Every time you fuse more slimes, this number will increase from +1 to +2 to +3 to +4. You will be stopping at +5 4 fusion. You will not make a +5 slime, and instead, once your slime is +4, you are going to say in Yell Chat or in Mic that you are a 4+1, such as Southeast 4+1. You need to stop here because the next stage is time sensitive. We need to coordinate it with everyone else. If you do it early, we will potentially fail. So, once your slime is at +4, call your and your healer has 1 more waiting, you call your room as a 4+1. I will say that once again. Once you have fused enough slime so that the buff under your slime that you are holding on the green pad is +4, and your healer has went and got 1 final slime, you will call your room as a 4+1. You will not fuse it. You will be waiting for the next step. Because the next step, as I said, requires everyone to do it at once. Once I have gotten confirmation from everyone that all rooms are ready, I will call for a merge. That is when you're going to pull that final green slime that your healer is holding onto your +4 and then make a +5. We need to do this all within 10 seconds of each other. Because when you create a +5 slime, that slime is going to start casting Rupture. This is going to be a self-destruct attack, and it is going to kill the slime. Our goal is to have 4 slimes die on the 4 green pads all at the same time, while within 10 seconds of each other. Therefore, if you merge early, the other people will not be able to catch up with your timer that you have just started. That is why everyone merges on my call. Therefore, we all merge at the same time, and the timer starts for everyone at the same time. So, when I call for a merge, you make the +5 slime. You make sure both slimes are on the green pad when this happens, because the slime will go to one of the 2 slimes randomly, and that will be the new slime that gets fused to. So both slimes need to be on the green pad, and then you will make sure it casts Rupture, and then we all evacuate out the north door and all the way east to this location. There, we're gonna huddle down, cover our head, maybe do a little hanky-panky. Maybe you can, maybe you don't have to. Everyone is free to indulge in themselves. And then we're gonna let the slimes blow over. During all of this time, I have assigned a DPS to every room. These DPS, your one and only job is there will be red slimes, sanguine slimes, spawning roughly every 20 seconds. Your job is to attack it and drag it out into the hallway. There, people at 1 and 2 are going to be waiting to help you kill them. Once your slime is dead, you are to immediately go back into your room and look for the next one. People at 1 and 2, your job is to help kill anything that comes to you. And, more important, if, for whatever reason, you see a red slime in one of the rooms, your job is to attack it and drag it out. People are fallible creatures, so it is not impossible for one of the DPS in one of the rooms to miss their slime. If you see a slime in one of the rooms, you are to pull it out immediately. If these red slimes merge with the slime that the tank is creating, it will cause an instant slime wipe. Do not let this happen. Pull them out and kill them. If you see a red slime merging with anything, you can use head graze or interject to interrupt it. An important note is that these red slimes give tether aggro, so tanks and healers in the rooms should never attack them. We will not be able to get it off of you. So, from the top, I'm going to open the doors. People are going to go to their rooms, tanks pop info and go over the green pad, touch the wall. Healers are going to make sure the tanks don't die, and they're going to go grab a green slime from the center of the arena. Tanks are going to pull it off of the healer, with their ranged enmity and put it on the green pad. Then the healers are going to continue to fairy slimes one at a time, and tanks are going to continue to merge them one at a time. +1, +2, +3, +4, stop! Healer grabs one final slime and calls their room a 4+1. DPS are pulling out all of the red slimes to the hallways north and south. People at 1 and 2 are killing those and looking into the rooms, making sure there are no red slimes that have been missed. Once everyone is in a 4+1, I call for a merge, and then you pull the final slime. We all create +5 slimes on the green pad at the same time and evacuate out the north door and all the way east. If everything is done successfully, we have 4 slimes blowing up on the 4 green pads at roughly the same time, and then our job is complete. Failure conditions include having slimes explode early, having red slimes be fusing, having trash get places that they shouldn't be. A few things to note, as I said before, this is all about aggro management. Slimes only fuse when they have aggro, so stay away from the center of the area. Stay near your doorway or in your rooms at all time. Do not use any AoE healing, do not use any big AoEs. This means dancers, no dancing, healers, no AoE healing. No Astral Star, no Red Mage end combo. You know, if you don't know the exact size of your AoE and you can be positive that you're not going to clip something, don't use it. We want single target as much as possible. Does anyone have any question?
I have 2 questions. When I'm bringing my green slimes to my green pad, after the initial, I pop my invul and clear the room of stuff, I can't be on that green pad, right? I just have to be next to it and tote them onto it.
You can stand on the green pad.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I couldn't. Okay.
No, you're going to stand at the back of the green pad, or
Yeah.
that's where you should be standing, because that way when your healer brings the slime into your room and you use your ranged enmity, that means that green slime will be pulled to you, and then the green slime should automatically be standing on the green pad, so you have to do less movement to try and finagle it to get it there.
Okay, and then, so when I'm at 4 and we're waiting on your call to fuse, that last one that the healer has, are they just supposed to, kite that around or something?
Slimes do not do a whole lot of damage, so the healers can easily hold on to a slime.
Mm-hmm.
Slimes really do negligible amounts of damage. They only deal more damage when they start fusing. So +1 slimes don't hit very hard. By the time that they get +3 and +4, tanks might want to start rolling mitigations just to help their healer out. It still doesn't hit terribly hard, but every little bit helps. Help prevent things from going. So
Okay.
your main goal is just to stand on the green pad, collect slimes, and stop at +4, and then merge on my call. As I said before, don't attack any red slimes if you are not one of the DPS or people at 1 and 2, because they do have tether aggro. If you attack one of them, they will be tethered to you, and it will be impossible to get it off of you. We will just have to kill it in the room, which is not ideal, because that means we're increasing the risk of having a red slime murder. If anyone has any other questions, please ask. Otherwise, if you're ready, step in front of the doorway. There is going to be a trap in the center of the hallway. I will be popping it. So do not run ahead of me until I give the all clear. Just waiting on, I believe it is Kaho, to be ready. Is there another person standing there? Okay. Okay. We are now waiting for golems to be ready. There is going to be a 30-second countdown. This is for the benefit of Golem side. We are entering the moment this door opens. Seconds are going on the board. We are entering the moment this door opens and the countdown begins. We are not waiting for the countdown to finish. We are going in immediately. Do not run ahead of me. There is a trap in the center of the arena, which I will be popping. Trap has been popped. Red slimes are out. Pull the red slimes out onto the green pad, and people at 1 and 2 are going to kill them. There may be Bojan soldiers spawning. Kill those as well. If you ever see a red, if you ever see an orange bubble underneath you, you can stun the Bojan soldier and stop it. Red slimes are out. You can stun the Bojan soldier. Red slimes are out. If you see a slime fusing when it should not be, you can interrupt it with head graze or interject. Pull the slime to the pad. Red slimes are out. Everyone should be looking into the rooms if they have nothing else to do. Make sure nothing is going wrong. Red slimes are out. Pull the red slimes to the pad. Don't leave them in front of the doorway. We want to be away from the green slimes in the center as much as possible.
Southeast, 4+1.
Once again, stop at a +4. This is not a race. Northwest, northeast, southeast.
Northeast is 4+1.
Southeast has an issue.
Southeast merged early. Quickly rebuild that slime. Quickly create another +4. Quickly. We can everyone mitigate, heal, shield up. We have an slime exploding. It's gonna do big raid-wide damage. Red slimes are out.
Oh, did you get it? Hang on. Can you pull that? Oh gosh. Can you get that green one off the pad, please?
This is gonna be a slime swipe. We have a second green slime exploding.
Yeah, boy. I tried to interject him. He like ran off of my healer. We have an issue on northeast. What do I do?
We're just gonna wipe and re-enter.
Oh, so we're fucked. That sucks.
Yes. It's fine. We have new people.
Like we were fine with like 4+1, and then just out of nowhere he just decided fuck my healer, and he just came to my pad. Is there a reason for that?
You might have been using Aurora or some other self-healing.
I
So if you would have used
Clemency.
Clemency is a self-heal, which will generate aggro on you.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, yeah, I was using Clemency.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Slimes is
like-
all about aggro management, so you need to be aware of the aggro that you have and who has what aggro. It's fine, mistakes happen, don't feel too bad about it. We
I don't-
know what the cause was that caused an issue, so we can fix it and we can continue on. Don't feel too bad. Everyone starts somewhere, everyone learns something.
I don't fully understand why that happened though. Like, so I'm literally just standing there on the pad with my freaking twiddling my thumbs, like, and that's
So healing
Oh my
creates
goodness.
aggro, and so because you are in combat with someone that is also in combat in your party or in the alliance case, whenever you heal, you generate a small amount of aggro to everything around us, and so that is why healing generates aggro, and you need to be aware of how much you're healing and how much you're creating aggro with.
yeah. Because myself and my healer got pretty low, so I mean, do I just? Is it better
You
for me
just
to
let your
die or
healer.
what?
You let your healer heal people.
Okay.
That way, the healer will keep aggro of the slime that is currently doing, and the slimes that are not in combat will not get aggro on you unless they do a big heal.
Shoot, it sucks.
Like I said, don't worry too much about it. Mistakes happen. Everyone has learned something. The run was going well enough up to that point. We had a little bit of a mishap southeast, where we had a slime merge too early, potentially from the exact same cause. Golems is still inside. Shit, should have checked. Yeah. So, tanks shouldn't use self-heal as much as possible. You can roll mitigation, but don't heal other people. With your tank stance, you generate quite a bit of aggro whenever you use a self-healing action such as Equilibrium or Clemency, things like that. So we are going to... like, your 1-2-3 combo does not generate global aggro. However, your single target, your self-healing will generate aggro. So rolling your 1-2-3 to help keep healing you alive and rolling your mitigation is the best way to keep healing. Your healer should be healing to prevent dying.
As a paladin, should I skip my divine veil because that also has heals? So I
Yes.
guess, yeah, got it.
Anything that heals will generate aggro.
Understood.
Like I said, don't beat yourself up over it. Mistakes happen. Okay. One person said they are ready, so we are just waiting. Alduous, Firevine. Get another ready check. Okay. And we are zoning in. Press commence. You shouldn't have had to use any actions, so all you should need to do is pop another Pure Essence and a Re-Raiser. $45 out of 48. 46 out of 48. Missing 2 people. Tab back in. Press please. Try it one more time. Tab back in and press commence, please. One of your healers needs a appear? Okay. Let us know when they are ready and they have a pure essence. During this time, it would behoove everyone to double check yourselves, make sure that you are still prepared to enter in again. This means having another pure essence and re-razors at the ready. Any update on that situation with the healer needing a pure? Communication is key. Okay. Get a ready check real quick. Everyone tab back in. Make sure you're ready. Okay, so extra salsa, are you ready? Okay, we're zoning in. $43 out of 48. Press commence, please. 44 out of 48. $45 out of 48. $46 out of 48. Four people have a chance to not hit commence. Please hit commence. We got a 48 out of 48. 47 out of 48. One person, whoever you are, through the ethereal magics, please hit commence. We passed the ready check together, we just need to pass the commit. Am I pressing it? Yes, I am pressing it. That's how I know how many people there are. Okay, once again, Pure Essences, Re-Razors, and then Ready Check. Make sure your holster is filled with useful materials. Any empty slot can be filled with something that is potentially more useful. Alpha ready? Bravo ready? Charlie Foxtrot Echo ready. Just waiting on Delta. Let us know when Delta is ready. Okay. ABC down to the left, DEF down to the right. Okay, once again, back to your positions, just the double check. Tanks ABCD, jump please. Healers ABCD. DPS ABCD. Okay, as I said before, the only thing that went wrong was tanks were using self-healing, which generates aggro. Healing generates aggro, damage generates aggro. Mitigation does not, so your 20-30% don't generate aggro. Things like, things like, I believe, don't quote me on, things like raw intuition do not generate aggro, but I know for a fact reprisal will grab aggro from anything that it hit. So try and stick to your things like arm's length and your 30 and 20%. Bloodbath does not generate aggro, but tanks don't get that. But yes, be aware of what you are using. Any form of self-healing that has a cure potency will generate aggro for the most part. So try not to use it. Healers should be the only ones using things that give cure potency. Other than that, things were looking pretty good. Tanks, remember to turn your tank stance on. And I think we should have it this time. If you are ready, step in front of the door. As I said before, don't feel too bad. We had a mistake happen with people generating aggro. It's something that happens from time to time. It's a good reminder and lesson for everyone about the smaller intricacies of the game and about reminding about certain things that work. The mistake that you made, someone else could make somewhere else. So don't feel too bad. Other people could not have possibly known about it. It just makes everyone in here a better player for knowing about these. Okay, once again, we are entering the moment this countdown begins. Do not go ahead of me. There is a trap. Trap has been popped. Red slimes are out. Pull the red slimes onto the green pad. Stay away from the center area. We want to try and stay as far away as we can. Remember, slimes only fuse when they have aggro. Red slimes are out. If you see a Bojin soldier with an orange AoE underneath it, stun it. It likes to play ping pong with the slimes. It will send them everywhere. Red slimes are out. Remember to stop at +4. Red slimes are out. Remember to keep your green slime on the green pad as centered as possible.
Southeast 4+1.
Red slimes are out.
Northeast 4+1.
Northeast, southwest, southeast. Can I get all of those again, please? All rooms, double check yourselves. Southwest 4+1. Northwest 4+1. How are the east rooms doing? Are northeast and southeast still 4+1?
Yep, northeast is 4+1.
Is southeast 4+1? Oh, southeast tank died?
Shit. Yeah.
Someone get me a slime, please. Uh-oh. Someone interrupt that slime, please. Hopefully I can get it. They are moving against my wish.
Oh my goodness. And there's a giant one moving right down the center.
Yeah. We are going to have, we're on a timer. Okay. Merge.
Imagine last one.
Hopefully. Rupture all the way out, all the way to the north, and all the way east, all the way to the north, all the way to the east. We're going to be on a tight timer, be all the way in the back. We might get hit by the Reaper. All the way in the back, healers rescue people. We want to get as far back as we can, as quickly as possible. Hopefully this is good enough. Do not jump on that green pad. We have dead bodies. Do not jump on that green pad. We have dead bodies. We need to go pick them up.
Are we good to know?
Please follow Yes Healer Protocol. Stand on the body, then slot in Lost Arise once you've used your plate. Step off and let someone else try. Perfect. I want everyone. Roll call. A is alive. B alive. Is everyone in C alive? We have a dead body somewhere? Question mark? One more dead? Ah, in the corner. Okay. This is why we do roll call. What the? Once again, A alive, B alive. Is C now all alive? Okay, we are going on the pad and going up. I'm surprised I managed to salvage that situation so quickly. Oh boy. What went wrong in Southeast? I think the healer died.
The tank died.
The tank died and that killed the healer.
I think so. And then the giant slime started doing
I
whatever.
don't know if I had to do something like I wasn't in this team, but I think I could pull the green slime out. But I was confused about that.
You
So
should
my bad,
only
Team
have...
C.
Okay. Yeah, you should only pull one slime at a time, because you don't want them to fuse. The only person who should be fusing slimes should be the tank. So once you have a single green slime, you're going to just hold on to it. Yeah, if you are too close to the center, slimes can merge through walls, and you could have had a slime merge onto you that way, so you want to be a little bit away from the center. That's why I say bring it into your room.
I see. Okay. Thanks.
Not a problem. Like I said, everyone's learning something. Mistakes happen. We all made it through. Perfectly fine. Okay, we have 47 out of 48.
Yep, north.
That's fine. Okay. Okay. Good job on all of that. For everyone that is new, this purple line right here on every data center, Southeast Tank, or at least on every NA data center and on every major server, acts as a readiness indicator. If you have stepped across the purple line into the arena, this indicates that you are ready for the fight. If you're behind the purple line, this indicates that you are not ready for the fight. So, if you're ready for the fight, and then your girlfriend asks you to come get her milkshake, you can step behind the purple line, get that milkshake, and then once you're done, you can step back across the purple line, and that shows you're ready. Finally, welcome to Trinity Seeker. I mean, Ravana Savage. This is going to be our first Enrage encounter for the night. This means that we are going to be using Lost Action, Food, Potions if you've got them. We want to burn this boss down as fast as possible so that we can beat Enrage. A few things to note. I will be calling this boss Relative. This means that if I say something such as back, front, back, you will be behind the boss for the first hit, in front of the boss for the next 2 hits, and then behind the boss for the final 4th hit. If I say right, left, you're right of the boss for 2 hits, and then left of the boss for 2 hits. Everything else will be called out on the fly. If you are ready, step across the purple line. If you wish to tank, please stand in front and jump so I can see otherwise. Daishana, you want to be the tank? Okay, Daishana will be the main tank for the night. If you are not Daishana, please turn off your tank stance. Daishana should be the only one with a tank stance on. Okay, 30 seconds on the board. Our first cast bar is going to be a raid wide. There it is. Mitigate. You can look towards one where there'll be a friendly clone. This will be the only friendly clone of the fight. Every other clone's gonna try and kill us. There he is. And there he goes. Fourfold. We're gonna be back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front. One, two, crossover. 3, 4, look away from the orb, get away from the purple flower. Look away from the orb, get away from the purple flower. Be near the boss, inside the hitbox, inside the hitbox, inside the hitbox. Be inside the boss's hitbox, hot wing. Tanks up front, tanks up front. Solo Buster, tank needs to be alone. Solo Buster, tank needs to be alone. We're gonna have knockback or hide, knockback or hide. We're gonna get knocked into a barrier, knocked into a barrier, get knocked into a barrier, break your chains and get knocked into a barrier. Up next, we're gonna have Ifrit dashes and a knockback or hide. Ifrit dashes and a knockback or hide. We're starting at 2. We are starting at 2. We are starting at 2. We're gonna be behind the barrier at 3. Behind the barrier at 3. Behind the barrier at 3. Back on the boss. Raid wide. Everyone stack on 3, stack on 3, stack on 3. Everyone stack on 3. Don't be alone, stack on 3. Stay stacked, stay stacked. Stay stacked, we're baiting line AoE. Stay stacked, we are baiting line AoE. Can move a little bit, but stay stacked together. Move out of the orange. Up next, we have sand or stone. Be on stone, be on stone. The boss will tether people. These tethers are going to come from the center of the arena. Rotate them. They shoot out cones. Tethers rotate around the center. They shoot out cones. Be on sand, be on sand. Tethers away, be on sand, be on sand. Tethers away, do not overlap them, do not overlap them. Be on stone, tethers away, be on stone. Out of the orange. Move the boss to the center. Be inner card of the boss, enter card of the boss. Up next, we have Fourfold and Ifrit, Fourfold and Sand and Stone, I believe? Or no, Fourfold and Ifrit, actually. Fourfold and Ifrit. We are starting at D, we are starting at D. We're gonna be back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front. One, 2, crossover. 3, 4, look away from the orb, get away from the flower, look away from the orb, get away from the flower. Break your chains, break your chains. Up next, we have Sand and Stone and Fourfold. Sand and Stone and Fourfold. Raid wide. Solo Buster. sand and stone and fourfold. Boss's hitbox is stone. Back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front. Boss's hitbox is stone. B on stone, B on stone. Back, back, front, front, B on stone. Boss's hitbox is stone. 1, 2. B on sand, B on sand. One more random one. B on sand, B on sand. We are looking away from the orb, getting away from the flower. We are resolving crisscross, orange, flower, crisscross, orange, flower. Be near the boss, be near the boss, raid wide, be near the boss. Do not use DPS LB3. We save LB3 for our healers. Do not DPS LB3. The only people pushing LB3 should be the healers. Be in the hitbox, be in the hitbox. We have knockback and hide and fourfold. And off center fourfold. We're gonna get knocked back. We're getting knocked back towards 2, knocked back towards 2, knocked back towards 2. We're gonna be back, front, front, back, back, front, front, back. Crossover. Crossover again. Break your chains and healer LB3. Break your chains and healer LB3. Raid wide, mitigate. Healer LB3, healer LB3, burn the boss. I don't want to see this next mechanic. Do not run ahead, there are traps up ahead. Do not run ahead, there are traps up ahead. Is that also no dead bodies? Nice. That's what I like to see. Do not go on the glowing golden pad, we are taking a right. Do not go on the glowing pad, we are taking a right. Make your way carefully around the traps. Okay. Welcome to Dahu. There's not much to Dahu. The only thing you need to know is that Dahu will occasionally put numbers above our heads. We are going to go to the waymark that has your number. So, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. If you're ready, step across the purple line. Dahu is not an enraged fight, so save your action. Dahu is not an enraged fight, so save your action. Once everyone has crossed the purple line, 1 in E is lost. Also, remember, if you die, pop a re-raiser. Re-raisers are our first line of defense the moment you resurrect. You should pop another re-raiser before your Transcendence runs out. It should be the first action that you pop, because it will be your first primary line of defense. If you're ready, step across the purple line. We are just waiting on a few people. because there would normally be a duel in progress, we're not going to do a countdown. Pull when ready. We're waiting for the main tank to pull when ready. There's going to be puddles on the ground. Avoid the puddles. Remember to save your lost actions. This is not a enrage. Out of the puddles. Don't get hit. The boss is going to be dashing. Head north. Head north. Boss is dashing. Head north. Out of the cone. Up next, avoid the line lions and get ready for numbers. Avoid the line lions and get ready for the numbers. Numbers going out 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Out of the juke and into it after it goes off. Get knocked back into a safe spot. Get knocked back into a safe spot. You know the secret jutsu, you can use it. 5 cones in front of the boss. 5 cones in front of the boss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up next is Ad's phase. Treat this as a tank buster on the main threat. Treat this as a tank buster on the main threat. And watch as he spins the Dahu round and round. Some say this might be to just gather up the ads so he can deal more damage. But I like to think that this is him running away from all of his troubles. That is why we play this fantasy game after all, to empower ourselves, to make ourselves feel better, to escape, feel everything, to wish for everything. The spinning is symbolizing all of us, and the running symbolizes what we are doing. Being near or far, everything all at once. Everything all at once. Puddles, jukes, line lions, out of the juke, and into the juke. Numbers going out. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Tanks, if you get a flare marker, you're headed south. Everyone else, head north. Tanks, if you flare, head south. Everyone else, head north. Five more cones in front of the boss. 5 more cones in front of the boss. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of the juke, then into it. After this, the boss is going to dash. Don't be in front of the boss. Don't be in front of the boss. Do not run ahead. I think I saw a few deaths. Do not run ahead. I think I saw a few deaths. Are they all alive? Did they bounce? Oh, 1 death. Nice, easy re-raises. This is what I like to see. One-tapping people. Okay, we're going forward. Okay. Can I have tanks on 1, 2, A, B, please? Tanks on 1, 2, A, B. Can I have 2 dispellers on B? I need a tank on 1, 2, A and B. I need 2 dispellers on B. One dispeller. Can I have a second dispeller on D, please? Okay. Tanks, do you know what you're doing? If you do, jump. Okay. Tanks on waymarks. You guys are going to be Aura Sphere tank. During the final phase of the fight, there will be Aura Spheres appearing. 1 and 2 are taking the northern Aura Spheres. A and B are taking the second Aura Spheres. These are not Aura Spheres. They are not middle-aged fox women that are looking for things. These are Aura Spheres. 1 and 2 are taking the North Aura Sphere. A and B are taking the South Aura Sphere. 1 and A are taking the first ones that appear. 2 and B are taking the second one that appeared. The only MILF in this raid is Dahu, okay? You can stop jumping. So, the way this works is, during the final phase, Aura Spheres are going to appear. 1 goes north, A goes south. 1 turns on their tank stance, provokes the Aura Sphere, make sure it's top aggro. A goes south, turns on tank stance, provokes Aura Sphere, make sure they're top aggro. And when they die, they pop invuln. Because 5 seconds after the Aura Sphere dies, it does a spite check. Your invuln will protect you from death. After the Aura Sphere is dead, you turn off your tank stance. You're done. Your invuln has been spent. Then about 20 seconds later, Aura Spheres appear again. 2 goes north, B goes south. They turn on their tank stance. They pick up their Aura Spheres. They Voke. They Tomahawk. They make sure they're top aggro. And when the Aura Sphere dies for them, they also pop invuln. Because 5 seconds later, the Aura Sphere is going to spite check you. Your invuln lasts 10 seconds. Your invuln will be good if you pop it the moment it dies. Do any of the tanks on markers have any question? Dispellers, do you know what you are doing? If you do, jump. Okay. Can I get 6 reflectors, please? A through F. Can I get 6 reflectors? A through F. You do not need to be in that party to reflect for that number, for that letter. I just need a way to distinguish 6 different reflectors. Alpha, Bravo, Delta, Charlie. I need an Echo and Foxtrot reflect, please. F reflect. I just need an Echo reflect, please. Anybody can do Echo reflect. You do not need to be in the E party to reflect for Echo. The Echo Orb is going to, okay, so the Echo Orb, I will tell you, in Raid Chat 1, there is going to be a diagram. These diagrams will show you where you are going to be doing it. These diagrams match up with the waymarks on the ground. So, for example, let's say I am Echo Reflect. I am going to go to the waymark that shows my number. It is going to be the same black circle. Yes, Discord chat, Raid 1. It will be right above the current voice call. I'm going to go to the waymark, which is on the black circle. I'm going to go to the black circle, which is on the waymark that shows my spirit orb. I'm going to cast Reflect, and then I'm going to step into the AoE that it is giving. I'm going to wait for the AoE to go off, and I will be reflecting it. After that, I'm going to follow the black arrow on that diagram to the next spirit sphere, which will appear right about here. I'm going to cast Reflect again, stand inside the AoE, and reflect the AoE as it goes off. That is one set of Reflects done. There will be 2 sets of Reflects, so about 20 seconds later, the second set of Reflects come up. I pop Reflect, I stand in the orb once again. And then, after I reflect the AoE, I move across the black line to the second position where I need to be, and I cast Reflect again. Does anyone have any questions about what they need to do to reflect? Okay then. We are going to talk about Mustadio mechanics. This is the Orbone Monastery sniper mechanic. You're going to get 3 yellow triangles around you, and you're going to have one triangle that is not your weak spot. You need to be hit from the direction that your weak spot is not showing. So this is also known as the show your hole. What is going to happen is first, the boss is going to fire from the center, and he's going to try and tickle you. You need to show your hole that is not your weak spot. Remember, the yellow triangle will show where you're weak. You need to not be tickled there, so you need to turn your body and make sure you're getting hit. First, the boss is going to fire from the center, so you show your hole from the center, or towards the center. And then, after that, there will be turrets along the walls. These turrets, they're going to be alternating, east and west, firing. They will have arrows in front of them. You are going to need to show your hole to these turrets. These turrets will have arrows on them, so you need to show your hole towards a turret at the arrow. These turrets overlap, so make sure you're standing dead in line with one of them. You're going to show your hole to the turret with the arrow as well. Does anyone have any questions about that? Once again, there is always going to be helpful information in Raid Chat 1. If you ever have any questions, you can check Raid Chat 1 and ask questions. Okay, finally, healers! This is where you slot in your Spellforge and Steel Sting. You need to give Spellforge, this is your purple one, to all of your melee or to all of your physical damage dealing classes. And you need to give yellow, which is Steel Sting, to all of your casters and magic damage dealing classes. The bosses on the first stage are going to have a invulnerability to a certain type of damage. If you do not have the damage, or if you have the incorrect buff, or you are dealing the incorrect type of damage, you will be dealing no damage at all. I will be calling something such as click off purple, need yellow. This means that if you have the purple buff, you need to click it off. And if you do not have the yellow buff and you are a caster, you need to get it. So this is a reminder for the healers. Potentially, you may need to give people in your party and re-up this buff for the people that require it. This is going to be an enraged fight, so use food, use lost actions, use everything you've got. If you are ready, step across the purple line. Daishana, you are going to be taking the west. You're going to be taking the west boss. So, once everyone is across the purple line, tanks! Everyone needs to turn on tank stance. We are going to be fighting for aggro. We have a successful duelist, which means that they're going to be trying to rip aggro from us, even though they're DPS. They deal just that much damage. So, we're all going to pull the bosses with tank stance on to start with. And after 2 GCDs, if we are not the main threat of one of the bosses, we are going to Voke it. Okay, we are just waiting on Lulupi Loopy. Okay, all tanks up front. Healers start passing out yellow and purple. Once I see a quorum of yellow and purple, I will start the countdown. Remember, all tanks, tank stance on. We're going to pull the bosses to the center and Voke after the second GCD. We want to make sure our duelist does not rip aggro from us and immediately get pinged to death. Pull the bosses towards the center. Raid wides going out. Second raid wide going out. Turn off your tank stance if you're not a main tank. Warrior to the wall, gunner, soldier to the center, knight to the center, warrior to the wall, knight to the center. Click off purple, need yellow. Click off purple, need yellow. If you have yellow, if you have purple, you are dealing 0 damage. These bosses need to die at the same time. Our first mechanic is going to be a bomb mechanic. It is going to be Sword Omen. We are taking a bomb against the wall. We are taking a bomb against the wall. Tethers to small, non-tethers to big. Tethers to small, non-tethers to big. If you land first, go to a place where an explosion just was. If you land first, go to a place where an explosion just was. Dispel the warrior, dispel the warrior. Knight is very high, knight is very high. Focus it down, raid wide. We need these bosses to die at the same time. Even them out. Up next, we have wind and lightning. Up next, wind and lightning. Tethers to wind, non-tethers to lightning. We are then going to move towards the center after wind and lightning, and we're going to go near or far from the side without the French fry. Tethers to wind, non-tethers to lightning, then center, then near or far on the side without the French fry. You're going to be in the center, in the hitbox, southwest, in the hitbox, southwest. Back on the bosses. Warrior is high, dispel the warrior. Warrior is high, dispel the warrior. Even the boss is out. Tank Buster. The bosses are even. Kill the knight, click off purple. Kill the knight. Click off purple, need yellow. This is enrage, kill it. Kill it, kill it. Gunner to the center, soldier to the wall, gunner to the center, soldier to the wall. Our first mechanic is going to be Fireball Frogs. Our first mechanic is going to be Fireball Frog. This is going to be a Mustadio mechanic. Small fireballs are going to turn into small AoEs. Big fireballs, big AoEs. They will turn into frogs, then jump. Small frogs jump second. Small frogs jump second. Safe spot will be between them. Our safe spot is going to be southwest. Our safe spot is going to be southwest. Show your hole. Show your hole. Show your hole to the center. Now wall. Back on the boss. Tank Buster. You no longer need yellow or purple. Remember to pop a re-raiser if you've died and resurrected. Raid wide. Up next, we have turrets. Main tanks, get ready. Main tanks, get ready. You're gonna evoke the turret on your side. Everyone else, get ready to kill the turrets. Turrets are out. Kill these turrets. Kill these turrets. Get ready to invuln main tank halfway through this taskbar. Invuln now! Main tanks, invuln now! Kill the turrets. Back on the bosses. We have ice and fire, pyretic and ice. Ice and pyretic. Get ready. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving! Do not stop the cast. Casting is not moving. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And back on the boss. Up next, we have jumping clones. Tethered clone swing, clones jump twice. Tethered clone swing, all clones jump twice. This is going to be a Mustadio mechanic. Show your hole. Our safe spot is southeast. Our safe spot is southeast. Show your hole to the center. Wall. Back on the boss. Kill him. Healer LB3 whenever you get the chance. Kill the bosses. Kill the other boss. Reflectors, get ready! First Aura-Sphere tanks, get ready! Aura-Spheres appearing north and south, they both need to die! Aura-Spheres north and south need to die! Reflectors, reflect! On the bosses! Kill him, kill him, kill him! This is Enrage! Aura-Sphere tanks 2, get ready! Reflectors, get ready! Aura-Sphere tanks 2, get ready! Reflectors, get ready! Healer LB3 whenever you get the chance. Reflectors, reflect! Aura-Spheres need to die! Reflectors, reflect! Aura-Spheres need to die! Healer LB3 if you have not, and burn these bosses! Burn these bosses, burn these bosses! Healer LB3 if you have not already! Healer LB3 now! We have a few deaths. Pick them up. Say thank you to our duelist for getting us a handpiece. These handpieces are all from either queen clears or successful duels. Once again, we have a res protocol. You do not need yellow or purple anymore. You can get rid of it. Is this how actual Savage fights are? Kinda, sort of, but not really. All Savage fights are a little bit different. This is arguably much closer to a extreme difficulty fight. The only difference is, in this one, once you're dead, it is very difficult to resurrect, which is what gives it its Savage difficulty. But the mechanics are easier. However, in Savage, you can resurrect, but one mistake in Savage might wipe the entire party. Yeah, the difference is DRS is fun. Okay, it looks like everyone is alive, so we're moving on to the next area. If you are not the main tank, please turn your tank stance off. Double check yourself. We are going to go along the wall to either 1 or 4. We are making our way carefully along the wall to either 1 or 4. Yes, if you died, please pop a re-raiser. As always, re-raisers should always be applied if you have one. Okay. We like the gamble here on Aether. Our first save spot is going to be at 1 or 4. As you can see, I have taken the 1 side. Our heathenous main tank has taken the 4 side. We shall see who is better. If you guess correctly, all glory to you. If you guess incorrectly, try again next time. 30 seconds on the board. Raid wide coming out. Time to see if our gamble paid off. Our first safe spot is going to be at 4. Our main tank guessed correctly. This time. We are walking our donut! These donut moves faster than normal mode. We are walking our donut. Don't walk into the death wall at the end! Don't walk into the death wall at the end. We are moving to Charlie! Charlie, Charlie, Charlie! We're gonna wait here for the next mechanic to arrive. We are going to stay here. 3 pulses and we move to D. We are staying here 3 pulses and then we move to D. 1, 2, 3. We're moving to Delta. 3 more pulses and we move back to Charlie. 1, 2, 3. We're moving to Charlie. The boss is gonna disappear soon. We need to heal the white, kill the red, heal the white, damage the red. These ads, they need to be even damaged. 2 opposite dichotomies. Which one are you? I mean, I know which ones you are. Only a fourth of the raid is going to be able to even touch the white pads. Statistically speaking, you are part of the 75%. Interrupt the boss when he becomes available. Interrupt the boss when he becomes available. Watch as the boss does nothing because he doesn't have an animation for getting wrecked so hard. Our safe spot is going to be at C. Our safe spot is at C. We are getting knocked back from C to 3. From C to 3. And we're gonna walk our donut. We're then going to move to Bravo, and then Alpha. Behind the boss, Conal, behind the boss, Conal. Kill the boss. We don't see ice spikes in this raid. Heathenous ice spike. Do not run ahead. There are traps up ahead. Do not run ahead. There are traps up ahead. If you wish to mimic Blood Rush, the triangle is your last chance. Okay, 10 more seconds, and I will start percepting the next area. Or has someone already percepted? Did someone already do my job? I don't see any traps in the room.
Yeah, the upstairs traps got popped. Downstairs, we were waiting downstairs.
Okay. Just making sure. We need the traps downstairs. If they all get popped, we will just immediately exit the instance. So, do not run ahead if you do not see a trap in the doorway. Make your way carefully along the wall. Don't get hit by any traps. I will be right back. Get water and go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Do indeed remember to wiggle. Don't get AFK kicked. Ugh. Okay, so where do you put the markers up for? Oh, holy shit. Okay. How long is the AFK timer? 10 minutes. If you do not touch your character or do anything for 10 minutes, you will be kicked from the raid. Do not let that happen to you. You will be a sad panda. I will be sad because we lost an LB3. And you will be sad because, well, you're out of the raid. Okay, welcome to Trinity Avowed, also known as the Hot Cold Bitch. This boss's main gimmick is that she's going to give you a temperature. The differences from normal mode is halfway through the fight, she will give you a second temperature, and therefore, if you rely on the temperature bar above your head, you die. So instead, open up HUD layout, find your debuff bar, and make sure you know where it is. Because you are going to need to look at your debuffs in order to figure out what temperature you actually have in the second half of the fight. Because she will give you two temperatures and you will need to resolve them both. So the way it's going to work is that, let's say I get a cold 2 and a hot 1. Then I add those together. Cold 2 plus hot 1 means I still need a hot 1 to get rid of it. Because I'm still only cold 1. The hot 1 has only gotten rid of one of the cold 2s. So I need a hot 1 to get rid of the other half of the cold 2. Alternatively, you could have something like cold 1 and cold 1. You add these together, you get a cold 2 debuff, which means you need to get hit by a hot 2 attack. You can have multiple, you can have the debuffs cancel out, and you can have the debuffs add together. So if you have a cold 1 and a hot 1, you have nothing, so you need to figure out how to get hit by nothing. If you get a cold 2 and a cold 1, you're going to need to get hit by a hot 2 and then a hot 1. The key thing is, you need to figure out how to neutralize your temperature based on what temperatures you have been given. You want to try and do it in the minimum amount of number of steps as possible, so if you're already neutral, you want to get hit by nothing. If you are only 1 away, you want to get hit by 1 thing, and if you need to get hit by 2 things, you need to get hit by 2 things. There are going to be 3 main phases to this boss fight. The first phase is Meteor Phase. The second phase is Swords Phase. During Swords Phase, the boss is going to disappear and create clones of herself. You can see an animation of what this phase will look like in Raid Chat 1. During this phase, I'm going to be calling a safe spot. I will call a safe spot such as 2. When I say that, you will need to be 1 square north, south, east, or west away from 2. The mnemonic for Swords Phase is diagonal means death. Because if you're diagonal of the safe spot, you instantly die. Never be diagonal of the safe spot. Always be 1 square away from the safe spot, north, south, east, or west. There, you can be cleaved by the attack which you need to get hit by. The boss is going to raise a sword in one of the directions, and that is going to be the half of the arena that she will cleave with that sword. The next phase is going to be Arrows Phase. In Arrows Phase, the boss is going to turn most of the arena into a death zone, and we're going to have a very thin strip to move along. At the other end of the arena, arrows are going to appear, and they're going to follow the ladder down at every turn possible. So, find your arrow, follow it down, make every turns you need to go, and then the space that it ends up at is going to be the place where the arrow is going to end up. Once again, there's an animation in Raid Chat 1 which shows you roughly how this works. The arrows will always move down towards the players, they will never move away from the players, and they will take every turn that they can across the ladder. Follow it down and get hit by what you will need to get hit by in order to not die. Does anyone have any questions about anything so far? Okay, finally, tanks, you are going to slot in Lost Aether Shield. We're going to be mitigating every single raid wide with Lost Aether Shield. These raid wides hurt, they give bleed. We want to make our healers' lives a little bit easier. They've been the ones resurrecting us, keeping us alive, and keeping this run going. So we're going to be mitigating these raid wides for them so they don't have to do extra work at the end of the fight. Every time a raid wide is going to happen, I'm going to say raid wide, Aether Shields, mitigate, and you're going to put up as much shield and mitigation as possible. Because these raid wides hurt, and we don't want them to hurt. Finally, everybody needs Shell 2. If you do not have Shell 2, step behind the purple line and get it. If you are ready and you have Shell 2, step across the purple line. Man, every time I hear thunder outside, I'm just like, I hope it doesn't cause my internet to go out. I hope I don't have a power outage. It's only like 5% of the time that it does, but it's enough to make me go, please no, every time.
Oh, is your power unstable or
main
something?
tank,
Or?
and I just disconnected.
Okay, that's fine. What were you saying, Knackle?
Is your power unstable or what?
No, my power is normally not unstable, but occasionally, I guess, because we have trees around here, a tree will hit a power line and I'll just lose power.
Oh, okay.
It randomly happens, like, once a year. I don't know when it happens, but it's enough to make me go, it's storming. I might lose power. Yay!
Yeah, Ohio thunderstorms will creep up on you and be real hard sometimes. So.
Oh my god! Yesterday or 2 days ago, I swear to God, it was rainy, and then all of a sudden, holy shit! Did it just start raining out of nowhere?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a couple of those when I was living in Dayton.
It's rough. Okay, we are waiting on the main tank to reconnect. Once again, if you do not have Shell 2, step behind the purple line, someone will give it to you. Okay, are you back, Daishana?
I am back.
Okay, once everyone is across the purple line, we will begin. Kaz still needs Shell 2. They are still behind the purple line, it looks like. Okay. Tank stances check. And 30 seconds on the board. Once again, this is an enraged fight. Use pots, use food, use lost actions. We want to burn this boss and burn this boss hard. Okay, there we go. Tanks up front. Aether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. We're gonna be away from the boss. We're gonna be away from the boss. Or behind the boss, behind the boss, behind the boss. I'm sorry, behind the boss. Now we're gonna be away from the boss, away from the boss, away from the boss. We're gonna be in front of the boss, in front of the boss, in front of the boss. We're starting out with swords phase. We are starting out with swords phase. The boss is gonna disappear soon. Hopefully you've done your burst already. Remember, diagonal means death. Check your temperature. Make sure you know what you need to get hit by. Safe spot is 2! The safe spot is 2! If you're diagonal of 2, you're dead! The safe spot is 1! The safe spot is 1! If you're diagonal of 1, you're dead! If you've died, pop a re-raiser. Aether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. Up next, be behind the boss, be behind the boss, behind the boss. Tanks up front. Check your forced march. We are forced marching towards either Delta or Bravo. Forced march towards either Delta or Bravo from the center row. We're going to be marching away from the fire. We are marching away from the fire. Towards Delta or Bravo. We are marching towards Bravo, marching towards Bravo. Quick march now. If you've died in the fire, do not gap close. Walk out. Healers rescue people that resurrect. Walk out. Do not gap close. Check your temperature. Find your arrow. Follow it down. Get hit by what you need. Check your temperature. Find your arrow. Follow it down. Get hit by what you need. Raid wide, Aether Shield, mitigate. Did I just get fucking one tap? I think I got one tap. Be away from the boss! Be away from the boss! Be away from the boss! Check your temperature. You're gonna forced march to the meteor that you need to get hit by. You are getting forced march to the meteor you need to get hit by. Check your forced march now. You're gonna march from the center towards a corner. Don't greed this. It is better to not greed. Find your arrow. Get forced marched now. Aether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. From now on, you will have 2 temperatures. The bar above your head is not sufficient. Be behind, in front of the boss, or behind, yeah, in front of the boss, in front of the boss, in front of the boss. The temperature bar above your head is no longer sufficient. You need to be looking at your debuff bar. Check your temperature. Check your brand. This is your second temperature going out. Find what you need to get hit by. You may need to get hit twice. You may need to get hit twice. Figure it out and get ready. The boss is disappearing now. The safe spot is 2. The safe spot is 2. Diagonal of 2 is death. Diagonal of 2 is death. The safe spot is 4. The safe spot is 4. Diagonal of 4 is death. Do not be diagonal of 4. Aether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. Be away, behind the boss, behind the boss, behind the boss. Holy shit, I don't know what's with me today. Behind the boss. We are going to avoid unseen eyes, then sprint towards Delta or Bravo. We are east-west of the boss. East-west of the boss, wait for the flash, then sprint towards Bravo. Go now, Bravo now, Bravo now. Sprint towards Bravo. Check your temperature. Check your brand. You may need to get hit by nothing. The empty arrow slot is nothing. Treat it as an arrow, follow it down. Check your forced march. You will need to get forced march onto the square that you need to get hit by. Find your arrow, follow it down, get hit by what you need. Resolve your forced march now, stop greeting. Tanks up front, tanks up front. Aether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. Healer LB3 now. Healer LB3 now. Quickly, quickly. Be away from the boss, away from the boss, be away from the boss. Check your temperature. Check your brand. We're not forced marching, we are avoiding unseen eye. Move to your meteor and avoid the unseen eyes. Either figure it out yourself or listen to callouts. Or it dies. Do not run ahead, do not run ahead! I think we've got like 1 death? 2 deaths? Is that everyone alive? Nice! If you are new, follow the triangle. We're going back the way we came to unlock the secret boss. Stand around the trap, do not pop it. Stand around the trap, do not pop it. We're gonna jump into the little bacon angel when everyone is here. On the count of 3, we are jumping into the bacon angel. On the count of 3, we are jumping into the bacon angel. On 3. 1, 2, 3. And we are going down the pad, and we're going down the stairs and across the pad. We are going to go over the pad, and across the pad will be bars. We need to squeeze our tiny little bodies through the bars, and that will open it up. Someone's a cheater. When you go down the stairs Do not open, do not move. There are traps down the stairs. Do not move. There are traps down the stairs. Zone in and wait. Can I have a warrior pop invuln and sweep along the right-hand wall, please? And stop at the next set of stairs. Make your way carefully along the wall. And do not go past the stairs. Can I have a different warrior pop invuln and sweep the next room, please? Keep moving along the bridge. Heal those poisons, heal those poisons. When you sweep, you needed to sweep left and right, both sides of the bridge. Running down the center isn't the only place it could have been. That's fine. Hug the right wall when you're coming down. Oh my god, Kaho. The right wall is safe right here. I saw that and I'm like, oh no. Okay. Up next, we have Minotaur. I need to have a tank on every single waymark. I need a tank on every single waymark. Okay, tanks on waymark. You guys are going to be our you tanks on waymarks are going to be our Minotaur tank. When the boss hits 70%, he is going to disappear, and then he is going to spawn 4 Minotaur ads. These ads need to be provoked and then kited around the arena clockwise. So what's going to happen is when the Minotaur ads appear, main tanks, that's A, B, C, D, you're going to turn on your tank stance. You're going to evoke the Minotaur ad from your direction. So A goes north, B goes east, C goes south, D goes west. You're going to evoke the Minotaur from your direction, and you're going to pull it to the outside wall, and then you're going to slowly move clockwise. So, let's say I'm A tank, for example. I'm going to evoke the North Minotaur. I want to pull it out, and then I'm going to walk around the arena clockwise. Around 5 seconds or 10 seconds after the Minotaur spawn, they are going to then create yellow. Tank 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are going to be going with your main tank that you are paired with, and you're going to walk with them at all times